Are you the ring piece today? Well, YouTube, here we are. Another day in the Douro Valley, Castello Branco, beautiful place. We're going on a northeasterly run today. We're going early because the weather forecast is a little bit poor this afternoon. They've forecast more thunderstorms, but the good news is after today it does appear to be picking up. I've had some awful weather in Spain and Portugal, and we've been unlucky enough to cop for it, but not a problem. It hasn't really dampened our enthusiasm or anything. We're into a place called Monteos, which was recommended to us by the boys at Biera Moto, the Honda dealership, that were very helpful. Okay. Yeah, we had a cracking day yesterday. We got extremely wet on the way back, but it was still good. And today we're heading to a different area, so that's even better. Quite exciting. Okay, so we're taking a new road, one we haven't used before. This is the N233 to Monsanto. It's a local place where a lot of the bikers go and meet up, and the views are supposed to be amazing, and there's a big castle well worth a view. So we're on this fairly boring road for a while, but it does become considerably twisty shortly. So we've got a lovely view out to the east. This place, Monsanto, is probably halfway between Castello Branco and the Spanish border. So if you sort of look out at 2 o'clock from where I am now, that's heading all the way over to Spain. It's not that far away. Less than 100 kilometres. Anyway, we've got Miffy up front. I'll tell you a bit about last night, shall I? We stopped in the hotel again. We haven't actually ventured out, because every day we've got back to the hotel, it's been absolutely caning down. And there's a nice bar. I'll just put my voice in here. There's a nice bar, very pleasant. The bar staff are quite friendly. And we've had some half-decent food. I think Ash had linguine last night. Smithy had a sandwich. Me and Tone had burgers. Very tasty, actually. We haven't bothered to go into the posh restaurant because there ain't much point. And no doubt we'll probably do something similar today, because the main reason we're coming out early is because there's supposed to be more thunderstorms coming in this afternoon between 2, 3, 4 o'clock. So we're off out. We're on the road for 8:30 this morning, and it's not such a big loop. I think that the entire loop's less than 3 hours. We'll have a couple of coffee stops or whatever and then get back. So that's the lie of the land today. And of course tonight we've got a pack and we've got to head west. No doubt we'll have a look at the maps when we're having a coffee later on, and formulate a route across to Pomba. But it's beautiful round here. Smithy's just mentioned that being as we're travelling due east, we've got the early morning sunrise coming up, and it's quite low sun at the moment. Anyway, 26 clicks to Monsanto, and the road looks fabulous. Surface looks average. I think it's been top dressed. But in general, the roads are good quality, far better than the UK. But of course, once you clear the cities, there's no traffic. Anyway, I'll see you later. So we've come off the main road, we're going up towards Monsanto, and as Tone has just kindly pointed out, we're not going to see a lot. We're making the ascent up the hill. Into more cloud. Little coffee bar shut. I think this is the village, ain't it, mate? It's like being back in Cornwall with all these stone walls. And the fog and the greenery, and the mould and the damp. Cornish mizzle. Anywhere else, that's what's known as rain. Look at this big rock. Where's that come from? There's two of them next to each other. Absolutely huge. What a shame we're coming to one of the most beautiful spots in the Douro Valley and you can't see it. There's a cannon there on the wall. You're probably not supposed to come. Oh, you can, there's a car. There ain't much here, is there, Smithy? This is the House of the Dragon. Oh, this is what when they was filming for what's his name? Game of Thrones. Well, we're making our way down. Unfortunately, we got to the top of Monsanto, which is famous for being one of the film sets for Game of Thrones, of course. But you can't see anything. Nothing's open. It's a shame, really, because I think the views would have been amazing. If you are in this area and you like historical monuments and places, just stick it in your sat-nav, Monsanto. Okay, well this is the square here where they park the coaches and the cars. There's a little shop here. Okay, we're going to make our way down and okay, there is. It says Restaurant Jovem 300 metres. We're looking for a coffee shop, to be fair, folks. This is more touristic, isn't it? Here's the old boy. Here's the... Okay, folks, we're heading due east, straight into the sun. And as you can see, the views to the right are amazing. And the views to the left are not. That's what we were in, just all that fog and mist and mizzle drizzle. But we're heading actually due east now towards the Spanish border on the N239. I'm not exactly sure what the town we're aiming for, but there's a town just this side on the
Portuguese side of the border before we head south and west. So we're hoping to get a nice cup of coffee.
I don't know. Anyway, here we are, Restaurant Cafe Central. Right, let's see if the bike goes off. Fingers crossed. Honda. That's what I like to see. Honda. Anyway, we found a town. Unfortunately, nice little town, quaint little town. Nice little shop with a cafe. They've got no water. She said there's none in the village. So whether it's got something to do with the storms or something, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna head south for a while and then cut back west. So what we're taking, the N240 to Castello Branco.
Okay, so we're rolling. This appears to be a bit of a major trunk road from Spain back into Portugal. There's a lot of lorries on it. We've done a couple of nice overtakes though, and it's fairly twisty at the moment, so I'll put the cameras on to give you a look-see. There's another long straight. It's a bus stop, but there's no cafe. A place called Zabira in 11 kilometres.
We just pulled into a little garage in a town called Zabira. There's plenty of old boys sitting inside having a cup of coffee. What do you say, little un? What do you say? Get the coffee on. Right, so we're leaving the 240, the main road to Castello Branco, and we're going to take the 353. We're going to do a bit of a southern loop. All clear. There we go. Into the sun. How good's that?
I've got to say, if it was in Cornwall, they should have grass down the middle, you know that, don't you? You know, there's even more. Olive plantations. Them are cacti on the left, aren't they? Must be growing them to sell to Mexico. You can tell it's cultivated land because there's fences up. Have a look at that for a view as we go over the crest. All the way to the right, up to the mountains.
So we had that lovely little road through all the plantations, and then we're in a little village called, let's go to sign up for Monfort. We've just come around the one bend and there's cables hanging off the poles. And we got this lovely old cobbled road. Uncle Tone's favourite road surface, he really likes this, he finds it very interesting. Here we go, more olives. Look at them. Since somebody's guarding that one, and then you've got a field full of them. Yeah, we did have a very, very heavy thunderstorm the last couple of days on the evenings. And it looks like the last of it's today. With a bit of luck, the weather should get better and better now.
You can see the road wending its way down through the valley. Look at that. Cracking bit of road this. Oh, somebody's gone off the edge. Oh yeah. If you want to stop and take any pickies or anything, Smithy, just fill your boots. It's up to you, mate. You're at the front. Here they come. Here's the boys. Uncle Town. Followed by Ashley. Keep going, lads. I'll get Smithy as he comes by.
Here he comes. Wave at the camera. Carried on. Coming.
It appears all that early morning mist has lifted, doesn't it?
Okay, we're in the town. We're back in Castello Branco. We're looking for some fuel. We're bearing right here. Here's the church. Me and Smithy have been up here once, that day when we had to meet you. Anyway, we're going to get some fuel, get back to the hotel, and hopefully have a bit of a walk later on. It's a pretty place though. Anyway, we're going to get some fuel. I'll see you later on. Well, how you doing, YouTube? We've come to the castle at Castello Branco. Here it is. Let's turn it round and give you the view. There's Smithy and Ash. You get a bit of a view of the old town and the new town and the rest of it. I must admit, I did imagine to be a bigger castle. Here we go.
Yeah, castle is going to be old.
There you go. There's the view. There's the cathedral. Lots of other buildings. Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at the views all the way up to the mountains. That's the way we've been today. We've been out the flatlands to to the east, to the Spanish border. Let's just come through this window here and show you the mountains. There's the mountains. There's not much information about the place. We don't know how old it is or what it is. Because I could, well, because it's so high, there's just loads of telegraph masts, telephone masts, all sorts of stuff. Let's just walk up to this point here. The sun was shining beautiful about 10 minutes ago. Unfortunately, the forecast rain. Here we go. That's a bit of a special view. Stupendous. It's a big old place, isn't it? There's the castle. Here comes Miffy.
Hello, mate.
There you go, boys.
What a view.
Gorgeous, isn't it, Mr. Wood? Mr. Ashley Wood. Right. Unfortunately, we're going to have to say bye because we've got to go and find a dental nurse.